remember, we've been keeping our hands on this pulse on this. Though I wouldn't obviously pay money to watch this or read this dog shit. But we've been making fun of these guys as they've been coming out with everything. You know, we've got these sneak previews. Miles Morales he has his own what if. Now, he doesn't just get one what if. He gets like 5 of them, right? So it's what if he was all of these different things. We covered it with him being Thor. We covered him being among other things. And I can't remember if we covered like what it actually looks like. But as CBR documents, here he is. Miles Morales, everybody's favorite tokenized character, be it other tokenized characters, being tokenized other versions of characters. And we have our first look into the actual book of him being Wolverine. And he looks fucking retarded. Here it goes. What if Miles Morales became Wolverine? This is not fan fiction, guys. This is an actual Marvel comic book. Again, he's getting his own what if series. Remember, we covered him being, you see it right here, we covered him being Thor. He's got of course the swagger of a black teen, exaggerated that is. Graffitis on the rainbow. He graffitis all on the Milner and on the Rainbow Bridge and shit. And here he is as, of course, Wolverine, because mutant or some shit. So what is the let's see what the description is. And in this reality, Miles is the best there is at what he does. Not be it Spider-Man. That's for fucking sure. Says, and in this reality, what he does isn't very nice. What if Miles Morales was taken from everything he ever knew, his family, his home, his life, and transformed into the most dangerous immortal weapon of war the world has ever seen? Miles has been made into Wolverine. Which, again, to be fair, is no different from him being Spider-Man. He's just being someone that he's not. But that doesn't mean he has to be what they made him, he says. And as this description pops up on this page, it says, he hid his abilities at first until a hero inspired him to use them to make the world more just. He is Spider-Man, but on a separate world in a different universe, another Miles chose a different path. And here he is Wolverine. And of course, you can see him now in his red and black Wolverine suit. And he is apparently a mutant now. Because, yeah. And you can see him right now just being. And it's funny how I like how everything, like he's just tokenized version of everything, and they just give him a hood, like a little jacket, I guess. And now he's just fucking Wolverine because hoodie. I'm going to tell you this. Like, what ifs, I've never been a fan. I know some people have been a fan. I've never been a fan of, this is my thing. If I'm going to purchase a book, I want the book to matter. That's it. That's as simple as that. I've never liked these. Y'all know how I feel about alternate universes, different realities, and different Earths and stuff. I'm not a fan. Never been a fan. So I don't like investing in like stories that don't fucking matter when I know they have nothing to do with the main continuity. So but I will say this, What If was something that people enjoyed, but it was in the past, it had been more of one-offs. It was like, hey, here's what if Jane Foster ended up being a Thor way, way back in the day. And they tell a little story, bam, it's over. What if this event went a different way? What if the Watcher did this and it's over? And now it's, though it had been historically used to tokenize, in this version, it is especially used to tokenize. This is the thing. You don't give a guy an entire series like that unless you're trying to basically force him in a place that he does not belong. You give him a series of what ifs, and if he's as popular as what these guys like to think that he is because of a Spider-Verse movie, and the fact that people make stan accounts on Twitter, if he was as popular as what people thought that he was, there's no way that you do something like this. This is actually their attempt, Marvel's attempt to put him everywhere so they can make it seem like people actually like this shit when, of course, the sales are never indicative of that. So that's all this is. This is just another avenue for them to do exactly that, to show people try to garnish some sort of interest. But if he was as prominent as what they said he was, you don't fucking spend all this time trying to make him other characters. He's being Falcon, he's being Wolverine, he's being Thor, he's being all these other fucking goofy ass Captain America. He's these characters that because for one, even his original character is not his. I mean, we talk about this all the time with him being tokenized Spider-Man. Nobody likes this guy. I said this before. Look, they like the idea of Miles. These guys aren't actually fans of Miles. They like the idea of Miles Morales, especially those guys who are obsessed with like race and but my black Spider-Man. That's what they like. They don't actually like the character per se. There's no sales that indicate that, but also when you consider even the direction of the actual company that owns this property is going, you don't do something like that with a character that's as popular as you like to think that he is. Simple. So what is it? 5, I think is going to be 5 Miles Morales what ifs, and he's going to be various fucking characters. He's a goofball. He's just a goofball character that and that's what often happens, man. It's hard to get people interested in something when you're not being authentic about it. So they created Miles. For those of you that don't know the story, it was trying to capture the whole Obama kind of esque shit that was going on at the time. And they wanted to make it like, oh, well, this isn't my opinion. This isn't like me making this up. You can go look at the actual creators and what their idea behind it. It was just, we just wanted a black Spider-Man. We have a biracial president who says that we can't have a black, and we just killed off Spider-Man in our Ultimate Universe. Why can't the next Spider-Man, why there needs to be a next Spider-Man, I don't know, but why can't the next Spider-Man be black? That was literally the reason that he was created. It was nothing organic about it. It was just, we wanted a black Spider-Man. That's it. So when you lead with that, of course, everything's going to be reflective of that. You give him the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man. He gets his own book right out the fucking gate, but his own book is just another volume of Peter Parker in a different universe. That's it. And it's the same thing. Origin story is the exact same. Spider, Norman Osborn's fucking camp bites Peter. Literally the same origin that Peter bites Miles. The same origin that Peter has in Ultimate Comics. It's the same exact thing. The same. Hell, if you even look at the actual book, right, and you read them, like Norman and that assistant, they're talking about the same damn thing. It's like verbatim almost. It's just a copy and paste. That's all he ever was. And to be fair, that's all these what ifs are. The what ifs are no different. They just put obviously more time in them being Spider-Man, but the what ifs are no different. It's the same thing. So this is why I say what if Miles Morales was an original character? What if that? Can you do that, Marvel? You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.